Hi everyone, I am Jeriel Revisa, a faculty member of Mathematics Department, College of Mathematics and Natural Sciences. Today we'll be discussing laws of exponent, which are essential in understanding higher level mathematics. So let's get started.
So now let us define and understand exponent. Let a be a real number and n is a positive integer. A to the power of n is just equal to a times a or just n factors of a is called the n power of a. So this really means that an exponent indicates how many times a number known as the base is multiplied by itself. In the symbol a to the power of n, a is called the base and n is called the exponent of the power. For the example, the expression 5 to the power of 4 can be read as the fourth power of 5, where 5 is the base and 4 is the exponent. And 5 to the power of 4 can be expressed as 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, or multiplying 5 by itself 4 times. And this one is just equal to 625. Another example, the expression 7z to the power of 8 can be read as the 8th power of 7z, where 7z is the base while 8 is the exponent. Another example, the expression negative 2 to the power of 5 can be read as the 5th power of negative 2, where negative 2 is the base and 5 is the exponent. And the expression negative 2 to the power of 5 is just equal to multiplying negative 2 by itself 5 times. So we have negative 32. So we have the following remark. When a symbol is written without exponent, the exponent is understood to be 1. It is customary to read this one as x squared and this one as x cubed. Now let's consider the rules of exponent. Now let's consider rule number 1. If n and m are positive integers and a is a real number, then a to the power of m times a to the power of n is just equal to a to the power of m plus n. The exponents may be added if the numbers have the same base. If they have different bases, then we cannot apply rule number 1. Now let's consider examples. So we have 2 squared times 2 cubed. So since they have same base, so we can apply rule number 1. So we are just going to add their exponents. So we have 2 to the power of 2 plus 3, which is equal to 2 to the power of 5. So we are just going to multiply 2 by itself 5 times. So we have 32. Another example, x to the power of 5 times x cubed times x to the power of 4 is just equal to x to the power of 5 plus 3 plus 4, which is equal to x to the power of 12. Another example, y to the power of 4 times z to the power of 4 is just equal to y to the power of 4 times z to the power of 4. Rule number 1 does not apply because the bases are different. Now let's consider rule number 2. If n and m are positive integers and a is a real number, then a to the power of m raised to the power of n is just equal to a to the power of m times n. So we're just going to multiply their exponents. Now let's consider example. 2 to the power of 3 to the power of 2 is just 2 to the power of 3 times 2, which is equal to 2 to the power of 6. So we are going to multiply 2 by itself 6 times. So we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is equal to 64. Another example, d to the power of 5 raised to the power of 6. So we have d to the power of 5 times 6, which is equal to d to the power of 30. Another example, y to the power of 4 to the power of 3, which is equal to y to the power of 4 times 3, which is equal to y to the power of 12. Now, let's consider rule number 3. If n and m are positive integers and a is a real number, then a times b raised to the power of n is just equal to a to the power of n times b to the power of n. This means that we are going to distribute the exponent n towards the exponents of the bases. For example, 2 times t cubed raised to the power of 2 is just equal to 2 squared times t to the power of 3 times 2, and 2 squared is equal to 4, and 3 times 2 equal to 6, so we have 4t to the power of 6. Another example, the expression negative 4d to the power of 5 raised to the power of 3 are just equal to negative 4 raised to the power of 3 times b raised to the power of 5 times 3. And negative 4 raised to the power of 3 is just, we are going to multiply negative 4 by itself 3 times. So we have negative 64 b to the power of 15. Another example, 3p to the power of 4, t to the power of 7, raised to the power of 3 is just equal to 3 to the power of 3 times p to the power of 4 times 3 times t raised to the power of 7 times 3, which is equal to 27 p to the power of 12 and t to the power of 21. Now, let's consider rule number 4. If n and m are positive integers, a is real number, and b is not equal to 0, then we have a over b raised to the power of n is just equal to a to the power of n over b to the power of n. Or simply, we are just going to multiply the exponent n towards the exponents of the bases. For example, the expression 3 over 5 raised to the power of 4 is just equal to 3 to the power of 4 over 5 to the power of 4. And multiplying 3 by itself 4 times and 5 by itself 4 times is just equal to 81 over 625. Another example, negative w over 2t squared raised to the power of 5 is just equal to negative w raised to the power of 5 over 2 to the power of 5 times t to the power of 2 times 5, which is equal to negative w raised to the power of 5, and multiplying 2 by itself 5 times, so we have 32, and multiplying 2 and 5, so we have t to the power of 10. Now, let's consider rule number 5. If n and m are positive integers and a is a real number, then we have a to the power of m over a to the power of n is just equal to a to the power of m minus n, given that m is greater than n. For example, w raised to the power of 8 over w raised to the power of 5, and since the exponent of the numerator is greater than the exponent of the denominator, then we can apply this rule. So we have w raised to the power of 8 minus 5, which is equal to w raised to the power of 3. Another example, 3 to the power of 6 over 3 squared is just equal to 3 to the power of 6 minus 2, which is equal to 3 to the power of 4. And multiplying 3 by itself 4 times is resulted into 81. Now, let's consider this rule. If m is less than n and a is not equal to 0, so we have a to the power of m over a to the power of n equal to 1 over a to the power of n minus n, m. And we can use this rule if the exponent of the numerator is less than the exponent of the denominator. For example, x to the power of 7 over x to the power of 15, since the exponent of the numerator is less than the exponent of the denominator, then we can apply this rule. So we have 1 over x to the power of 15 minus 7, which is equal to 1 over x raised to the power of 8. Another example, 2 to the power of 6 over 2 to the power of 10, since the exponent of the numerator is less than the exponent of the denominator, so we are going to apply this rule. So we have 1 over 2 to the power of 10 minus 6, which is equal to 1 over 2 to the power of 4, and multiplying 2 by itself 4 times, so we have 1 over 16. So what if the exponent of the numerator and the exponent of the denominator is equal? So we have a to the power of m over a to the power of n is just equal to 1. For example, p to the power of 9 over p to the power of 9 is just equal to p to the power of 9 minus 9, which is equal to 1. Another example, 5 to the power of 6 over 5 to the power of 6 is just equal to 5 to the power of 6 minus 6, which is equal to 1. Now, let's have example with all the rules of exponent. Let's consider this example. The expression negative 3ab squared raised to the power of 3 times the expression a squared b raised to the power of 5 is just equal to negative 3 raised to the power of 3, a raised to the power of 3, b raised to the power of 2 times 3, or just simply distribute the exponent 3 towards the exponents of the bases, times a squared times 5 times b raised to the power of 5, or simply distribute the exponent 5 towards the exponents of the bases. And simplifying this one, negative 3 raised to the power of 3 is just negative 27, a cubed, and 2 times 3 is 6, so we have b to the power of 6 times a to the power of 10 times b to the power of 5. And since these two are just the same, so we can apply by adding their exponents. So we have a raised to the power of 3 plus 10 and b raised to the power of 6 plus 5. So we have negative 27, a raised to the power of 13 times b raised to the power of 11. Another example, the expression xy to the power of 6 raised to the power of 3 times w squared raised to the power of 4 over w raised to the power of 5 times the expression 2x squared y squared raised to the power of 3 is just equal to x cubed y to the power of 6 times 3, or simply distribute the exponent 3 towards the exponents of the bases of the first expression, times distribute this 4 to the exponent of w, so we have w raised to the power of 2 times 4 all over w raised to the power of 5, and distribute the exponent 3 towards the exponents of the bases, so we have 2 cubed times x raised to the power of 2 times 3 times y raised to the power of 2 times 3. And simplifying this one, so we have x cubed, 6 times 3 is 18, so we have y to the power of 18, 2 times 4 is 8, so we have w raised to the power of 8. And then 2 to the power of 3 is just 8, and copy w raised to the power of 5, and multiplying the exponent 2 and 3, so we have x to the power of 6, and multiplying the exponent 2 and 3 of the base y, so we have y to the power of 6. And since this base x cubed and x to the power of 6 is equal, then we can apply the rule by just subtracting their exponents. So we have y to the power of 18 minus 6. So since the exponent of the numerator of y is greater than the exponent of y in the denominator, so we are going to subtract their exponents in the numerator. So we have y to the power of 18 minus 6. And since the exponent of the numerator of w is greater than the exponent of the denominator of that w, so we can subtract their exponent in the numerator. So we have w raised to the power of 8 minus 5 all over 8. And since the exponent of x in the numerator is less than the exponent of x in the denominator, so we are going to subtract their exponents in the denominator. So we have x raised to the power of 6 minus 3. So we have y to the power of 12 times w raised to the power of 3 all over 8x cubed. So now let's consider zero exponents. Let a be a real number and a is not equal to 0. So a raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So this simply means that any expression raised to the power of 0 except a not equal to 0, then that one is equal to 1. For example, 9 raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1, the expression negative 5c raised power of 8 d raised power of 0 is just equal to 1. Another example, b raised power of 14 over b raised power of 14, and applying the previous rule, so we have b to the power of 14 minus 14, so we have b to the power of 0, and b raised power of 0 is equal to 1. Now, let's consider negative integer exponents. Let a be a real number, a is not equal to 0, and n is negative integer, then we have a to the power of n is just equal to 1 over raised to the power of n. Or simply, we are just going to take the reciprocal. And we can only do that if the exponent of the expression is negative. For example, 8 raised to the power of negative 2 is just equal to 1 over 8 squared, and multiplying 8 by itself 2 times, so we have 1 over 64. Another example, the expression 5r raised to the power of negative 8 s raised to the power of negative 4. So we are going to distribute the exponent negative 4 toward the exponents of the bases. So we have 5 raised to the power of negative 4, r raised to the power of negative 8 times negative 4 times s raised to the power of negative 4. So we have r raised to the power of 24 over, since the exponent of 5 is negative, so we can transfer this one to the numerator so that it will become positive exponent. And so with the exponent of s. So we have r raised to the power of 24 and multiplying 5 by itself 4 times, so we have 625 s raised to the power of 4. Now let's consider more example. 3 raised to the power of negative 1 over 5 raised to the power of negative 2. Since their exponents are negative, then we are going to take the reciprocal. So that one becomes 1 over 3 all over 1 over 5 squared. And taking reciprocal, so we have 1 over 3. The reciprocal of 1 over 5 squared is just 5 squared over 1. So we have 1 over 3 times 25 over 1 is just simply equal to 25 over 3. Another example, 7 raised to the power of 0 plus 2 to the power of negative 3. And since 7 raised to the power of 0 is just equal to 1, and 2 to the power of negative 3 is just equal to 1 over 2 cubed. And 1 over 2 cubed is just equal to 1 over 8. And getting their LCD, which is equal to 8, so we have 8 divided 1 times 8 is just equal to 8, plus 8 divided 8 is 1 times 1, so we have plus 1. And 8 plus 1 is just equal to 9, so we have 9 over 8. Let's consider more examples. So the expression a to the power of negative 1, b squared raised to the power of negative 3, over the expression 2ab squared raised to the power of 2. So first, we are going to multiply or distribute the exponent negative 3 towards the exponents of the bases. And so with the exponent 2, we are going to multiply or distribute to the exponents of the bases in the denominator. So we have a to the power of negative 1 times negative 3 times b raised to the power of 2 times negative 3 all over 2 squared a squared times b raised to the power of 2 times 2. And simplifying that expression, so we have a to the power of negative 3 times b to the power of negative 6 all over 4a squared b to the power of 4. So applying the previous example, because the exponents of a and b are negative, so we have 1 over a cubed times 1 over b to the power of 6 all over 4a squared times b to the power of 4. And taking reciprocal to the denominator, so we have 1 over a cubed times b to the power of 6. The reciprocal of this one is just equal to 1 over 4a squared times b to the power of 4. And applying the previous rule. So we have 1 times 1 is just equal to 1. Then we have 4. So since these two have the same base, so we are just going to add their exponents. So we have a raised power of 3 plus 2, and also with the base b, so we have b raised power of 6 plus 4. And simplifying this one is just equal to 1 over 4a raised power of 5 times b raised power of 10.
That's it for our lesson today. I hope you learned something. Again, this is Jordan Lisa. Enjoy learning and have a good day.